We are live. Not only are we live, but we are Elevate Live. Welcome to Elevate Live. I am today's host, Javon from The Javon Show. You can find me at Javon Show. We welcome each and every one of you guys right now. While you hear my voice right now, I need everybody to start sharing today's show. You're sharing today's show because we have a great show for you today. We have the Locketts coming on. We're going to talk about fashion, which everyone who has ever listened to any of my interviews know I am the king of fashion. Yep, take that moment. Think about it. Did you laugh a little bit? That's not nice. That's not nice. But we're going to talk about fashion today with the Locketts. We're also going to get into some weeds about some things, and we're going to have a great show. I need everybody, every single person here to go and like Elevate. It's E-L-E, the letter V, duh, and the number 8. So you're going to use a couple of letters and then one number, ELEV8 magazine. And you can go and check us out on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We're everywhere where you can get a show and do social media and post. So why not take the time to go ahead and do it right now? I want to go ahead and talk about a couple of things that's going on in the world right now. Number one, that is a curtain in the background, and it is off, ain't it? There is no reason to tweet that during the show, to bring it up in the chats, to circle it when you take a screenshot of the show and post it. Just go ahead and just share the show anyway. Again, I'm Javon at Javon Show. The producer for today's show is Miss Nate Thompson, and she's on the line with us right now. How's it going, Miss?
Hey, all well. We're excited. Thank you so much. Mr. Javon is, traveling and doing what he does, and we're excited to have you. The Locketts will be joining us momentarily, but I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, guys. Appreciate all of you guys' support and all of you who have been sharing and liking and doing what it is you do to support Elevate Live, as well as the magazine and our podcast. So, we're excited about this fall season. Don't forget to share. We do have the Fall for Fashion magazine coming out here very, very shortly. You guys will be pleased. It is one of the main magazines, if you will, that people kind of fall in love with. We were known for the fashion edition. And so, again, we're excited to share Mr. Felipe G with you all. He is our cover story, amazing vessel. And he has been styling everyone from Corinne Hawthorne to Molly. There's several others, but I don't want to mess up what he does. So I'm just going to pop out now. And Javon, just want to say thank you for being amazing. As always, the Locketts will be with us here momentarily. And again, guys, stop by ELEVATEmagazine.com, and it is under construction, but you're able to put in your information to be made aware of when we launch the new project, okay?
Before you go, though, they can go to issues and see the past issue, right?
Absolutely, and we will put that in the comment section for those of you who would like to see our last edition, which was Kiara shared. We're really proud of that particular edition. We're excited to have Mr. Felipe G, then there's Corinne Hawthorne, and we also have a last edition that's going to happen around the Christmas season, and it's amazing how we're excited, but I won't share who the cover is going to be. You have to wait to receive that information.
Am I the cover? Does the managing editor of the magazine get to make the cover?
I'm not sure. We need to vote and ask the people who they want to see.
Me or Kirk Franklin?
Huh?
I said, me or Kirk Franklin? Who do you want to see?
We need to ask the people who they'd like to see. But definitely, I will put right down in the comment section how you can get to Elevate latest edition. And we are just so excited about all that God is doing with the publication, for the publication, through the publication. It's been a pleasure. We're 5 years old now.
5 years old. What are some of the milestones that happen at 5? I know you start walking at 1.
Talking and such. We are in school now, or should be.
We are in school. We like entering kindergarten with our little precious selves.
Learning our ABCs and such. And so I think,
like everybody else.
I think that with regards to us as a publication, it's pretty exciting in the sense of that we're learning more about the industry, more about the individuals who we should be connecting to and with. And so if you are one of those individuals, please be sure to touch base with us. Elevate Magazine PR at Gmail is a great way to submit your information if you'd like us to tell your stories. And so we do have the Lockets. They have just tapped in. So I'm going to mosey out. Y'all have a good one, all right?
Thank you so very much. So you heard what she said. We do have the past issues, and it's at issue, which is issuu.com/Elevate Magazine. We also have the website, which is under construction, but you can still go to the page and see where it says under construction, which proves that we're not lying. You can go to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I think we're going to even have a Snapchat. You can also, again, follow me at Javon Show. That's JEVAUGHNSHOW. For those who think that it's harder to spell show than it is Javon, you can still go and do that. And also, I need to know who's out there. So what I'm about to do is I am going online right now, and I am sharing today's show with my people. And I encourage you to do the same. Share today's show with your people. Let people know that you're watching Elevate Live, the live podcast, and you're watching the Lockets, who are in the building right now. How are you all doing today?
Hi, good. How about you?
Listen, if I was any better, my last name would be Lockett. That's how I'm doing today. Now, for those out there who think that y'all are twins and can't tell y'all apart, why don't you all go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hey everyone, I'm Keyondra. And I'm Kim.
And you all are such beautiful, lovely ladies. And I hope you all don't mind me saying that publicly. Is that okay? Am I allowed to talk on
Say
this?
it. Say it. Scream it loud.
Oh, there they go. Now, what we can't have on this show is two beautiful women on the show with this young single male and us not talk about dating. So which one of you all has been in the longest lasting relationship so far in 2020 during the COVID season?
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, because I know I'm not in a relationship, so
I'm not in a relationship, but I'm chilling with somebody.
All right. And I believe that the correct answer was supposed to be all year 2020 because y'all are in a relationship with God.
Amen. You know what? That's true.
You know, I got real deep up in there. I got real deep.
You got.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
You got underwater, like.
Got buried in the ocean that was so deep. So I know that we only have about 30 minutes with you all. So I want to use this time wisely, not just to get into your business, but to get into your business. That was a good segue and a hookup. It's like I do this for a living or something.
Right.
So I don't speak French, or at least I haven't in like 2020. So can you give me the correct pronunciation of the clothing line?
Yes. JOLIE NOIRE.
JOLIE NOIRE. Did I do it right that time?
You did.
JOLIE NOIRE. Everybody that's watching, say it with me at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. JOLIE NOIRE. Are you supposed to roll the J and the N when you're talking French, or is that just Spanish?
You know what? I don't know. We don't speak French either. We are from Louisiana. That's where the French part of our name came from. So.
Beautiful. And it means something spectacular. Tell us about the meaning of JOLIE NOIRE.
So JOLIE NOIRE simply translates into pretty black in French. And so it just means pretty black. It actually means pretty black girl. There's another word that's supposed to be in there, but we dropped it.
Oh, y'all could just drop names, huh?
Yeah, that's what we did.
Now, tell me about how long this has been in the making.
Ooh, 3 years?
Yeah, so we had the idea to do a relaunch of our business because we were business owners prior to JOLIE NOIRE, and we wanted to have something that was a little bit more marketable, a little bit more relatable. And so we did that back in 2017. Our business efforts, though, started way back in 2010. So.
What happened back in 2010, if you don't mind me getting up in your business about your business?
No, not at all. So we were the Red Glasses Sisters back in 2010, a little bit before that too, but we actually launched that business in 2010. And it's always been a desire of ours to have more than, because at that time we had glasses and just kind of like light accessories, but it's always been a dream of ours to have clothing. And the Red Glasses Sisters, that name was so limiting that we wouldn't have been able to really launch a successful clothing business. We didn't feel without having a name that could carry and travel.
Sure. Now, with the name right now, and it's Pretty Black Girls, and you took off the name, does that mean that you're including pretty black boys or pretty black men, such as myself, in you all's demographic?
You know, actually, it's so funny because it's so funny the way the business works, right? Because while our targeted demographic is a female, African-American female for the most part, we have had so many men and other race women and, things like that take interest in our pieces. Our pieces, we feel, they can kind of pull a little androgynous a little bit, So we're like, hey, if men want to support, like, we don't judge you. First of all, it's our business. We're not going to judge you. But second of all, we are like kind of, we support a man like wearing pink, it's like, that's not taboo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so old thinking, like an old mindset. And it doesn't suggest that you are one way or another.
Right.
To, wear, certain things. So yeah, no, we have had men take interest in our pieces and they purchase. And they look great in them.
Sure do.
So yeah.
Now, I wouldn't know because I thought that I was going to get a shirt to wear for the show today to do the interview. And I don't know if it just got lost in the mail but I want one that's like real bright pink.
Real bright pink.
My color looks good in pink. I'm not even going to lie to you.
It does. I can see that. Yeah.
Can you see it?
We actually have one, a darker guy. It's funny. He's a darker skinned guy. And he has our mauve. It's like a pinky color, and it's like our brightest pink that we have. But so we don't have like anything really, really bright. But and it looks amazing on his skin tone. I would say that it would look amazing on pretty much any skin tone.
I went online and I looked through your website, and I see that you guys have some amazing fashions and trends and ideas. Who comes up for the most part with what you guys are gonna produce? Who's the key designer for you all?
Both of us have had a role in coming up with the graphic designs, but mainly Kim does. Kim is a stylist. Kim is really good with, just fashion and style, period. And she has an eye for those types of things. And of course, I dabble and dabble a little bit in it, but, like, we really want the business to take off and move forward. So we're going to use our strong suit here.
Now, Kim, has Keyondra ever brought you a style or an idea and you were like, absolutely not with my name on this. We're not going to be doing that.
It's funny because yes, but then it's also happened with me too. She said the same thing, like, no, we shouldn't do that. So yeah. No,
so wait a minute, you're the fashion mind and she will shut you down?
Well, yeah, and I love that because, it's like, because you need somebody else to bounce those ideas off of, and it's like sometimes your idea can go a little too far left, and it may not be for the time.
So I'm trying to compose myself because I'm wondering, Kim, if you told Keyondra, you know what, that song, I don't know about that song. Would she shut it down?
She has been in the studio with me. I've been in recently, and I have remembered a good 2 times where she told me, don't do that. This is my section.
What were you doing that she told you not? No, I'm not going to ask you, Kim. Kim, what was she doing where you were like, don't do that? Was it a run? What was it, a squat?
She wanted to add some sort of an intro into the song.
Well, no, it's actually an ending. And the song has a kind of like Nina Simone feel.
Yeah.
And she does like these really dope scats or whatever. And I wanted to add it at the end of my song. And both she and my producer were like, no, you are not doing that.
Keyondra, this is the time right now. You have a live audience. And let us judge. Do you mind giving us just a little bit of the scat that you were going to do for that song?
Dang! Really?
Yes, ma'am. ELEV8 Live. Yep. I just want to hear it. Me and the audience just want to hear it for ourselves. Can we get just a taste, a little bit of it, please?
How does song go? Amen. Dang it. How does it?
You want to play it?
What's the first verse?
She looked at her and said, "Now, how does my song go again?"
I do it all the time.
If my people.
Yeah. If my people who are called by my name shall yield themselves and pray and seek my face. Oh, I didn't do it, but I just wanted to sing. I ain't put myself out there. I ain't put myself out there like that. But I gave y'all a taste of my song. I ain't put myself out there like that.
No. I specifically see. Now, this is what happens with pretty black women, because it happens to me all the time with pretty black women. Yeah, and they know that they pretty and black, and they be like, "See, now I'm not gonna do that, but I'll do this." Marquise Joe specifically said that I can throw his name in whenever I need to get some.
We love Marquise, yes.
And he said that. So he said that I can invoke his name one time when I need to get something out of you. So this is invoking the name.
Funny.
There is a name that I love to use. So can our audience just get a little bit of that scat, Keyondra, since I've invoked the name?
No.
I love it. What's wrong? Keyondra. Kim.
It does not fit the song, and everybody would not love it. So she did something different, and it was just as equally as amazing. I didn't think it was terrible. I just didn't think it was appropriate for the time.
I got you. And I guess it's good to have people that's going to have your back and tell you, no, babe. Yeah. No. No. So what we got to do now is sell enough shirts to where Keyondra can produce her own album and put in all the scats that she wants to without getting nobody's approval.
A scat album, and if it sells great, if it doesn't, okay, amazing.
Now, let me get back to the clothing real quick. And thank you for doing that for us, Keyondra. I'm going to ask you to bring up something a little bit later, too. Don't even worry about it. We're going to make Kim say at the end, too. Don't even worry about that either. Kim, what was the very first design, and when did you come up with it? And was that the kickoff of you saying, you know what, I think that I've got a career in fashion?
So are you talking stylist-wise or Jolie Noire?
Stylist-wise, period. Like when you were 8 years old on the corner of the bed coloring.
So it's funny because because the way that the stylist piece came in it wasn't supposed to be like this. I always wanted to do like some sort of design for clothing, but not really for styling. So the way that I even got into it was helping Keyndra's old group, Zael, just kind of dibbling and dabbling in it. I knew that it was kind of a career path that people could choose because I used to watch a show that was pretty popular, What Not to Wear. And I was so fascinated with the way that they kind of transform people's lives, disposition, things like that. And I've always been interested in helping people. And so it really was not like this intentional thing. But when I actually realized that it was something, I always had like an eye for fashion. Like people always admired like what I wore at school and things like that. Like I wore sequins in high school. Like who does that? I'm still looking at myself like, why did you do the most? Still, I was wear, but I was like doing the most. I was like,
she used to wear heels to school.
I used to wear heels to school.
I would be in sneakers. I'd be like, this girl.
I wore church clothes to school. I was like, the most. But yeah, it was when I was working with Zael that, and it actually was in there because they had a break and they did they came back. It was at that point that I was like, oh yeah, this is something that, because they were so polished, in my opinion, and it just looked so good to me.
So awesome. What was the very first thing that you wore of hers, Keyondra? Do you remember? I bring out those questions, don't I?
I know, right? Look, I can't even think.
I can't remember. But if you asked me what was the worst idea?
Oh, yes.
Come on, worst idea.
Come on, worst idea.
It wasn't a bad idea, and a lot of it was my fault. So, back in 2015, 2015 for the BMI Trailblazer Awards, we had a dress malfunction. We ordered the dress like maybe 3 days before the show.
It was a week before.
A week before. Okay. Okay. We ordered it a week before the show. It arrived 3 days before the show. I tried it on. We got 2 sizes. So I tried it on. The large size was best for me, but it hugged my hips real good and I looked real good. But when I got on stage, now we're standing in front of, and this is before the lights pop on and cameras start rolling and all that. We're sitting in front of the likes of Kirk Franklin. Let's see, Israel Houghton, names like that, right? So I get out on stage and everybody is looking. I looked good, but they're looking and turning and looking at each other like, what is good? What's she going with this dress? Because it hugged me, right? And it was kind of short, but I had on black tights. They were thick black tights and black heels. So it kind of like just, I was fully covered, but it wasn't something that I intended on wearing. It's just that that's what I had to wear. Now, she suggested another dress, but I was like, I've already worn that. I don't want to wear that. And had I listened to her,
it was her fault. So it wasn't a bad idea. It was just that she was hard-headed and she didn't listen to me because she was like, "Well, I've already worn that." And I was like, "Well, Keyondra, you have to wear this again." But I was like, okay.
And I wanted to bring up that dress. That's why we have a picture of it right here. Go ahead and bring it up, Nay. I'm kidding. I will do that to you. I will do that to you. But the face that you just made really makes me want to go research this. In my head, I'm thinking Erica Campbell cover with the white dress. Was it something that huggy?
It was more risque than that. It was more risque. Yeah, Erica's came below the knee, but Keyndra's was shorter. And she had on excuse me. And in her defense, it was body painted, fitted. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow,
it was super fitted, and that's why I was like, "Oh, Keyondra, we're gonna have to change this. We have to." But it looks good. She looks great in it, but it just wasn't the appropriate thing for the occasion. Yeah.
Okay, just give me like 30 more seconds. I'm just kidding.
Be in my trailblazers, I am. It's already out there, so
We'll add it in post. So when you got off the stage, was it a moment of like, okay, let me back to while you were on the stage. Were you focused on it while you were actually on the stage ministering, or was it something when you came off and was like, you know what? Whoa.
Well, no, and that was when we did the Pay Sister tribute. So during that time, the whole performance, I was kind of nervous and just wanting to do a really good job then. But definitely when we were done, because I had to walk off stage, I'm a Black girl. That's all I got to say. So when I turned around, they see all of this, and so I was concerned and worried about that. And I was like, I will not ever not listen to my sister again.
Now, let me get to a little bit of the music. Do you miss, or are you finding ways to perform and minister right now while we're in these unprecedented times?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't necessarily have to find the opportunities. They're just popping up, It's so funny though, because the way that the whole virtual situation is working is it's working out. It's like this whole year, it's as tragic and chaotic as it's been really good for a lot of us as well. And for somebody who might be dealing with the bad end of the stick as it relates to this whole thing, just continue to seek the Lord, continue to, stay before him, because it's not the whole year hasn't been a bed of roses, but at the same time, it's about perspective. And it's about, like, when you see an issue or the bad thing going on, do whatever it is that you can do in your power. Number one, pray, and then seek the Lord, because he'll tell you what it is that you need to do. So I don't want to come in here bragging like, oh, my year been the bomb. It's just been so good. And somebody else has had a bad year. Yeah. But for the most part, it's been really good for me as an artist and for my business. And so I give God all the glory and honor for that. So it's not been hard for me at all to find situations or,
So what I hear you saying is that for those who are maybe dealing with a little bit of trouble, you're saying that trouble won't last.
It will not. Hallelujah. I like you. I like you.
So I guess listen, I can segue.
I wrote a song about it.
I can segue into anything. So
come on. Meg, like, you do this for a living.
So we've got this music video that comes out and it's real inspirational for these current times. Tell me about the making, because I also do music videos. And so I looked at the artistry of it and the colors and the energy that you were giving. What were you going for when you produced that video?
Well, actually, my videographer was the one with the idea, and I think like right now where he is, he's really vibey and into the whole like brown people, black people, like, you know, just giving off this beautiful vibe, beautiful colors, just to enhance us, and that's what he gave. We definitely wanted to just give a visual that was nice and pretty, if you will. If anybody knows me, I'm all about like, you know, beauty and things like that. That's what my whole brand is about. Gospel, beauty, all of that, but putting it in, you know, proper perspective, if you will. And so yeah, that's it. There was really no like no theme or anything for it, just to give out a really dope visual. And but the number one thing though I will say was done pretty much on purpose was the scene with me and my girls on the porch. Definitely wanted to showcase light skin, brown skin, darker skin, Black girls, because that's what JOLIE NOIRE is about. Making sure that Black women are seen in a beautiful light, making sure that Black women are seen in a positive light. Before we even got on set, these girls, none of them knew each other. They all knew me though, but they were all chilling and talking. And it just really goes to show that Black women can get along. Black women can do well and be successful. These are all successful girls. Two of them, if you noticed, were artists, one being Alexis Spite and the other being Jokia Williams. And so I just wanted to showcase the beauty of Black women. And yeah, I think did it tastefully well.
And you did an amazing job. And I liked the fact that the different Black women were represented with different fashion tastes. Was that fashion, were you the coordinator of those fashions, Kim?
I did not. I didn't style them, but I did give directions. I told them what we were expecting, and they nailed it. We actually, when we were going for girls, we were going for girls that we knew were strong. They had like as far as their fashion sense, that they would have a strong fashion sense. I do style Jokia, so I did help her with her look. But yeah, I didn't have a like direct hand on everybody except for Keyondra and Jokia.
So then what I think I'm going to have you do is start doing the fashion direction on my videos, as far as the ones that I do for my show, because I'm going to tell you now, if you go back in the archives of the Javon show and look at any of the stuff that I've done, I look terrible. Like a full hot mess.
Oh, I don't recall that. I know I saw you one time, and
You saw me one time. Where you see me at? What's up?
You were interviewing Christian.
Yes, that's right. We did. Yes. Thank you for helping me with that. By the way,
No problem.
Christian is also, you should add Christian to the team. He's got some socks that would go great in these videos.
Christian has done my hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's amazing. We love Kristen.
Oh,
we love Marquise and Kristen,
yes.
but they're a pair that you cannot, mention one without mentioning the other, basically.
And they both like 4'6", so they just, just put them in your hands and just.
Yes, like they're a power, duo power team. So yeah.
So I want to get to a little bit more of you all coming together. So will there be any music videos to push the clothing line?
Not a music video, but we do have a visual coming soon.
Yeah.
We just filmed it this past weekend. Yeah. And we're also doing another photo shoot very soon as well, because we have some new things dropping. And we're just taking JOLIE NOIRE to another level. We've even changed our direction a bit. And instead of being an athleisure wear line, we're an essential wear line. So we just want to make sure that we're rebranding, if you will, or just kind of recreating and making sure that we grow every level, so making change.
For those who are unfamiliar, I believe Nay, who's producing the show today, can you bring up one of the pictures of some of the clothing if you still have it back there? Yes, kill it, sis.
Thank you.
I mean, listen, let's just look at all the whole thing in general. Lashes, killing. Brow, killing. Lips, puckered out. Earrings, shining. Ponytail, flowing. What can't you do, sis? What can't you do?
I love him.
My God. You know, being in these quarantine days and being single, I was talking to Jacqueline Carr last week. Did an interview with her, and we talked about, you know, singleness, and she was talking about how the person that she's currently with DM'd her in her social media inbox. What does a Javon DM to a Lockett?
Well, you got two responses because one is DMs and the other does not.
But I feel like I have to accept, and I accept, and I'm responding because I'm an artist.
Sure.
To a supporter, so you know I want to make sure that I'm nice to everybody. Although some of these DMs can be left on my comments, you ain't got to come in my my DM. But still, I'm there, and so yeah, I know how to finagle my way in and out of a situation. You know, if it's the wrong thing, then I block you, and then yeah.
I see what you said. You locked. Never mind. And then Kim.
Yeah, I honestly, I will respond to everybody too. Some of the comments can be left on the post for sure. But I am not open to meeting someone and dating someone on online, period. It's funny because I'm traditional in some ways and I'm not traditional in other ways. And that's one of the ways I'm traditional. I would like to meet somebody in person. I like the in-person communication, contact, you know. So meeting someone through a friend or meeting someone, you know, not really at the grocery store because people are crazy these days.
Right.
So, you know, just things like that. I wouldn't like to meet someone on social media. Jacqueline's much younger than we are. So I think that it's a lot more comfortable for them. Although, you know, online dating has been around for a long time. I can't get with it. I'm so old school in that way.
Now, let me say this though. I'm not for like social media hookups either. The situation that I'm even in, it didn't even happen with, I want to holler at you.
I'm sorry, this is breaking news. We need to put up the exclusive tag, Nate. I didn't know that.
No, we're not going to call me down. We ain't going to do that to me.
Listen, I'm going to be Willie. I'm going to be Willie on all these exclusives.
Right.
So,
that is hilarious.
So I'm sorry. I got to grab my popcorn real quick. While I'm grabbing my popcorn, tell us about your situation.
Wait, what is this? What is going on?
That is hilarious.
I'm just friends. We are just friends, and you know, but cool and real hard. And that's it. And that's the only information anybody's getting out of me. Y'all ain't about to Jacqueline call me down.
I like that term though, and we're gonna start using that, the Jacqueline Carr moment of the show. You are not going to Jacqueline Carr me. I got to figure out the Lockett moment of the week.
Right.
But we do something called the Creative Showcase. And Nay, if you don't mind playing that real quick, let's go ahead and get into that. Do you have it? The Creative Showcase is where we let you go forth in your talent and showcase to the world what it is that you do. In today's Creative Showcase, what I'm going to ask is for Kim to go behind you and grab one piece of clothing that you would like to share out of your wardrobe. And while you're doing that, I'm going to ask Keyondra to sing the song. But here's the caveat. You can't sing something gospel. It has to be something that most people who are your fans wouldn't know that you know. Now, you can do R&B, you can do the favorite theme song of your favorite show, you can do one of your favorite cartoon jingles, but I need to hear something from you that most people wouldn't know that you know. So while Kim is grabbing her wardrobe to share something out of her closet with us in this moment, I'm going to start singing something so that you have time, Keyondra, to prepare your song. Are you ready? So, Kim, we'll see you in a second. Keyondra, think about the song you're about to do, and I'm going to sing my song while you prepare. Trouble don't last always. Hey, no, this ain't the right song. But it works, yo. Trouble don't last always. Oh, let's do the step. Let's do no, it won't last all. Now, what I did there was I took Trouble Won't Last and I went back to the 80s so that people would remember to go to Trouble Won't Last on Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, and everywhere else so that they can pull up your song and watch the video. That's quality from your host right there. Keyondra, if you don't mind, please sharing with us a taste of a song that we wouldn't know that you know.
I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me in a day. Amazing is gonna. I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet. It knocks me right off my feet. Oh my, can't explain why your loving makes me weak.
Can you do that just that one? Because I literally just got chills. Can you just do that? Can't explain just one more time, just so I can close my eyes and pretend like I'm in the front row of your R&B concert at the Grammy with your performance. Okay, one more time.
Can't explain why your loving makes me weak. I try hard to fight it.
Boom, boom.
No way can I deny it.
Boom, boom.
Your love so sweet.
What does it do?
Knocks me off my feet.
Take us home. Take us home.
I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me in a day. It is so amazing. Oh, I want you to stay. Oh. Ooh, I can't explain why you're loving me weak. Oh.
Wow, that's what she did. And she did it. Oh, can you show me? So that your representative don't get mad that this interview's been 47 minutes.
Oh, we're enjoying. Oh my gosh, time has gone by.
Hold on, I can't even get. I can't get the bottom. Take one more time, just that one part, please.
Can't explain why your love it makes me weak.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
What's in your closet, Kim?
So I got this patent leather jacket that I got from ASOS. I just got it in the mail.
Kill him, sis.
Yeah, so it's like a little croc situation. It's got a zipper. It's got a buckle and some buckles on the wrist. So it's really cool. I haven't worn it yet because it's brand new, but I cannot wait to wear this one.
That is so sharp.
Thank you.
What are the chances that when Zayel does their virtual reunion concert that you're gonna dress the whole group?
I don't know. I know I would be styling Keyondra, but it just depends on if the whole group would want me to style them.
When you all do your virtual reunion concert, are you going to have your sister style the whole group?
Now, when did we talk about this?
He's saying that it's gonna happen.
Okay, so I know a lot of the supporters, they be saying all that kind of stuff.
Is there gravity to it?
Gravity.
Hey, come on, John Mayer.
Stay away from me.
Okay, my producer said don't choke. I literally almost just choked.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Stay away from me. Hallelujah. You can put a hallelujah on the end of anything.
Yeah,
right.
And make it churchy. That's right.
And it'll come out right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If Zael and ELEV8 did a concert together,
Man,
don't you miss them?
Oh
I
my
do.
gosh.
I mean, you can watch them. You never heard.
Yeah, so happy for all of them.
Happy
Like, they're
for
doing
them,
really well.
Yeah, oh,
So,
yeah.
if you were to dismantle your group, who would you want to go sing background for?
Tank?
Tank?
Yes.
Why Tank? That is not who I expected you to say. Why Tank?
Because he can really sing.
Because usually with his shirt off, that ain't gonna be a problem.
Because he can really sing.
You know, I can really sing too.
He's like, wait, if that's all it takes.
If that's all it takes.
Do you sing with your shirt off? No.
Yeah. That's the reason why that pandemic started. I had started going out singing with my shirt off, and all of a sudden, coronavirus.
Oh, wow.
See?
I'm not saying that there's a correlation. I'm just saying it was just a circumstance. I remember I was interviewing this one time, and this woman started singing. She said, "Gravity," and I almost literally choked on a grape. That was you. You were my favorite. That is the Lockett moment of the week. Boom! 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 I'm gonna. Y'all have got me so. Listen, I appreciate you guys doing this interview so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all.
Really do appreciate it.
ELEV8 really appreciates you. At the end of the interview, once we go to black, then we're gonna have you guys. I know gravity. There you go.
Oh
Stay away from me. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So before I let
Yes.
away, I just tried to lock it, but I couldn't. But since I couldn't lock that, can you help us lock in your contact information for the clothing line and your social media? Let's hear it.
Okay, well, if you want to connect with me, Keyondra Lockett, please go to all of my social media. That's at Keyondra Lockett, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for JOLIE NOIRE. You can go and chat with us on our Instagram page. That is at JOLIE apparel or JOLIE Noire, which is the blog page. And you can also find out all the other things about me, updates and more. That's www.keyondralockett.com. Please go and shop with us. JolieXNoir.com. And
Yeah, and then I'm just Keys Looks Life on everything. So
Excellent. Now it's my turn to give my social media. My social media is at Javon Show. So make sure you guys go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Javon Show. Make sure you all go today to go and check out the clothing line. They do have things that men can wear, especially the extra large stuff. And I applaud you guys also for being a resource for plus size women, because you can't always get stuff cute as a plus size person. So thank you all for looking out for being just so open and free with your fashions and your representation.
yeah.
You all are such amazing sisters.
thank you.
Before I let you go, real quick, which now the song is stuck in my head.
Mine too.
the Red Glasses Girl, didn't it used to be, or is it still a blog that you guys write?
No, we don't have the Red Glasses Sisters blog anymore either.
Yeah, we've changed everything to Jolie Noire.
Yeah.
So it's actually a vlog, and it's our YouTube channel. So you can go to our YouTube channel, check out the latest videos that we have and all of that. Jolie X Noire on YouTube.
It's actually just Jolie Noire.
Jolie Noire on YouTube.
Okay, well, go ahead and get her corrected together all the way. My God. Was she like this growing up too, where she would just come in? Well, actually, like, was she a lot of that?
Yeah.
And still does it. At least it's inherited.
Go to the right place.
It's inherited to her. And last thing before, and I promise you this is the last thing I'm going to ask you guys
We
to
love
do.
you. You're good.
Well, this is going to be one of my, and this is the Lockett serious moment of the show. Can you give some encouragement to those who may not be as exuberant and joyful as we are? Because we know that these are some tough times for some people. And Nay, I'm going to give you the, if you don't mind just putting it on them and taking me off the shot.
Okay. Hey, everyone. So listen, I just want to say that I have a song called Trouble Won't Last. And the amazing thing about the song is that it's so simple in its message. And just so dope and simple to get with. Troubles won't last. Even though we're dealing with this pandemic and all the crazy things that we're going through individually, don't worry about it. Like, you have to just trust the track record of God. Trust his history. If he's done it before, he'll do it again. Stay focused on him. Stay focused on all the things that he's done in the past. And just know that he'll see you through whatever it is that you're dealing with. Point blank, period. Trust him.
Amen.
Thank you both so much. Ladies and gentlemen who are been sitting.
Oh, wait a minute before we leave. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
How are we?
Hey, Paul, how did I do?
It is so good to see you all. If you would do me a huge favor now, of course, everyone who is watching, they will see the behind the scenes moment, but can you do a drop for us for ELEV8? We want to definitely let the people know ELEV8 Magazine, ELEV8 Live podcast, where they will be able to hear this amazing interview and see you all very shortly. Okay?
Great. I'll start.
Okay. So, and you're watching the ELEV8 podcast?
They are. We're live, but you know, it is the information that we need. So ultimately, they are watching the ELEV8 Live podcast now, and it is also going to be a part of our YouTube series. So however you like, you know, ELEV8 Magazine is the voice. So okay.
Okay. ELEV8 Magazine. All right.
Hi guys, I am Kim.
I'm Keyondra, and we are the owners of Jolie Noire, and you are watching ELEV8 Magazine.
Perfect. Thank you.
I watch the magazine. Wow.
That was so great. I appreciate. Now we're gonna get back to the thing that I get to edit and cut out. You all are so amazing. Thank you all so much. Thank you again, Editor-in-Chief, Miss Anisha Thompson. We call her Nay, for allowing us to do this show. I am the managing editor of ELEV8 Magazine. I am Javon. You can find me at Javon Show. They are the Locketts, and we have locked them into one heck of an interview. They have been amazing and great. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Make sure you come back again and check out the next interview at ELEV8 Magazine and ELEV8 Live. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless.